good football team. They can't stop a nosebleed.
Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
Time to see what Bart Scott can't wait for in Week 5. Bart, take it away.
Oh, man, I tell you what, I'm starting with the Denver Broncos Orange Crush 2.0, and I'm going to see if Patrick Surtain, who's getting his own island, can put that team on the island, or will Jalen Hurts and crew get bad reviews? I can't wait to see it.
Can't wait. Number 2.
Number 2, I'll tell you what, can Jackson Dart take the show on the road? He's juiced up this town and his team, or will this be a preview of the first overall pick tiebreaker? I can't wait to see it.
Saints should be able to run the ball here in this one. Watch out, Big Blue run defense. What's number 3?
Oh, listen, Liam Cohen showed us last week that he wants all the smoke. They had a great win against the San Francisco 49ers, but are they ready for prime time, and are they ready for the varsity, or have the Kansas City Chiefs proven themselves worthy?
This is how you make the big statement if you're Jacksonville. Monday Night Football, you're hosting. Big opportunity. Now, elsewhere, despite his team sitting at 1-2-1, yes, that's a real record, Dak Prescott is hoping to keep his hot streak alive this week against the 0-4 Jets. Last week, he was 31 of 40 for 319 yards and 3 touchdowns, and the Cowboys quarterback says he is definitely feeling good.
For sure, as confident as I've ever been. Yeah, I would say I am, and I think just going right off of the heels of the experience. I mean, I think that's why. Every year, I feel like I've gotten better and making strides in every part of my game. I know sometimes the numbers and things don't always show that, but I think right now that they are.
He was incredible against a Green Bay defense we thought was going to be lights out this season. Are the Cowboys wasting a great season from Dak Prescott?
The Cowboys as a whole, no. The defensive side of the football, yes, they are. When you look at the stats on this defense and how they've been this season, total defense, 32nd. Pass defense, 32nd. You also look at third down defense, 32nd. Points allowed, 31st. Dak Prescott is playing like an MVP-type quarterback. They're running the football effectively. He's doing everything that he's supposed to do. I thought coming into the season, Dak had to be a superhero. Notice I said a hero, not with an S on the end of it. Well, Dak has to be Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, the Hulk, and the Wolverine. He has to do it all for the Dallas Cowboys right now. So if that defense can find a way, which I don't think it's just miraculously or mysteriously you're going to find a way to be better at defensive football, maybe they have a chance. I just don't see that happening.
Guess what, though? Heavy is the crown. He's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. You have to be that. And that's how their team is built. They don't spend money on their defense. So everyone like, oh, the Cowboys defense stinks and Eberflus stinks. They built their team. Their quarterback makes a ton of money. Their wide receiver makes a ton of money. And they've got a couple other players on defense who don't make a lot of money. And it's like, all right, go out there and shut down the best offenses in the league. This is how they're built. They're going to give up a ton of points. Jerry's not shocked. And I look at what they've got going on right now. They're 1-2-1, and they've got a pretty soft schedule coming up. This might be just fine for what they're looking to be. No one thought this defense was going to be good. It's horrendous. Yeah. I don't think we thought it would be this bad. But when you trade away one of the best defensive players in football, you're not going to necessarily find that from a third-round pick or a fourth-round pick. They can't be surprised by what's happening.
Jerry Jones loves to get the last laugh. And I think last week was indication, hey, we tied Michael Parsons after what they gave up, a generational talent. I think it is a way that they can improve this defense. And I think Jerry Jones can come out on top and still look like he's smelling like new money. I think if they make a trade for Trey Henderson and they bring that guy over, they're getting the same productivity and more that they got from Michael Parsons, 10 cents on the dollar. And then they can solidify those edges so that you can build a team and a defense that can win and support this offense. If you remember the new Indianapolis Colts, and what they had with Freeney and Mathis on the outside. They got Jadeveon Clowney, who's a guy that can set the edge for the run. Could you imagine Trey Henderson on one side, Kenny Clark in the middle, funneling up to those linebackers on the outside? It can be just enough to kind of stop the bleeding enough to make the Cowboys a serious contender.
Is that something they could even do?
Well, let's go. First of all, those would be 3 30-year-old guys on the back side.
17 sacks in a row is not, that just doesn't happen.
I just wouldn't compare him to Freeney and Mathis just yet. You're fair. Come on, you agree with that.
I'm with you.
That said, it could be done because he doesn't have a no-trade clause. He's basically on a one-year deal, and the Bengals season seems to be sinking. That said, there would have to be some gymnastics with the salary cap. But to Bart's point, Jerry Jones said, I'm not done yet. And a Trey Hendrickson deal is not the craziest thing I've heard.
Harry Douglas, I want you to take a look at the schedule. Do you think the Cowboys could be poised for a run here, given who they've got coming up in the month of October?
No, because this is not video game football, and you actually have to stop people on defense. This is the National Football League. This is not just, hey, let's go play offense and have fun, guys. You actually have to stop people. And I'm not saying the Cowboys need to be a top 10 defense, but you need to be able to get some stops. I just read the stats to y'all. They're at the bottom of every category defensively, except rushing. They're the middle of the pack in run defense. But if you can't stop a team from scoring, well, who gives a damn if you score 39 points? The other team is going to score 41 points. You can't go tick for tack. We just witnessed this last year with the Cincinnati Bengals, and they did not make the playoffs. So what makes us think that the Dallas Cowboys, they can just sit up here and outscore everyone in 2025?
If you see a slight uptick in that defensive performance, suddenly you are putting up 40 points and you're giving up 20 points.
And you have
25 points.
The lowest bar, just a slight
No, but like
uptick.
You have to be
get one
opportunistic.
stop.
Last week it was the fact that they're able to get turnovers too. So if you start getting turnovers, you can be a bad defense. And early on, everybody's statistics are going to be, bad
I
because
think
if you give
have
up
a better chance of flying than the Dallas Cowboys defense being better than what we've seen so far.
Trey Henderson, solve all your problems, Jerry. You got that for me.
I do want to look at that October. I see that October schedule one more time because I can go through it.
Hold on,
Harry.
channel in your greeny. Cindy, can you bring up 837?
Oh, wow.
See, 837.
I see at least 2 and 2.
That could be a win. Obviously, I would think the Jets, Panthers aren't exactly the 2,000 Ravens on defense either. Commanders are banged up. And then at the Broncos, a tough ask. But suddenly, you look at that, 4 games. Say you win 3 of those 4. You're 4-2-1. Okay, let's go.
I'll give you something right here.
Not good enough for Harry.
I think they lose this game this weekend. This is an all-time flat spot.
Look at the Jets last year. They got demolished on national TV.
Super Bowl on Sunday night, national TV. Parsons was coming in. Everyone wanted to show out. You had defensive players going over 80 snaps in a game that featured 70 minutes with OT. Now you're going to turn around for a 1 p.m. start time on the East Coast. They never play 1 p.m. start time.
That's fair.
On the East Coast against a Jets team that's 0-3 in one-score games. That Jets team has been very unlucky. They could easily be 3-1.
Don't leave me hanging. Never thought we'd be on the same side of the spectrum, but here we are.
Hey, Bart, as two guys, Bart does the SNY post game for the Jets, and I cover the Jets.
You don't want to believe?
I don't see it.
It's a lot going on over there. Thank God for
All right, we'll see if we can change your opinion with Max. Bart, we begin with you. Jackson Dart, 36.5 rushing yards against the New Orleans Saints, more or less?
I think he might get that in the first quarter. Listen, this is a guy that also had design runs. You saw it last week with the scatterable draws and things like that. But he also is a guy that if you play cover one, he can get those draws, he can get those yardage by not design runs. So definitely, I'm going to give him over 36.5. He got young legs and got moves. Oh yeah, hit it.
Dart's got something special going on right now, and it's not just his mobility, it's the energy he brings to this offense. But he lost a huge part of that offense with Malik Neighbors going down with an injury. The question is, who can step up? And you're not going to be Malik Neighbors. Who can step up and sort of fill that role? We've seen so many guys say next man up. Someone of the Giants needs to become that guy.
Let's keep cooking. Harry, Cam Ward, more or less than half a touchdown pass against the Arizona Cardinals.
I'm going more. Let there be light. I know that's what Cam Ward is saying right now at home in his mirror in the restroom, but this is a quarterback who's been sacked more than anybody in the National Football League, 17 times. I think this week